see some old burgers on the screen.
Some old burgers?
Some old burgers.
It's an ad.
Oh, okay. Well, those voices you can hear mean that we are joined by very special guests. I'm Ben, by the way.
I'm Peter.
We're playing Borderlands Game of the Year edition with the devs. That's what we're titling the stream. Anyway.
In caps.
It's
with the devs.
It's that exciting. We're joined by the lead producer. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying we're playing with both devs. Here we go.
Both devs.
Both of the two developers.
The two developers who made this game. We've got Patrick Fenn, who is the lead producer for the Game of the Year remaster that we'll be playing today. And we've also got Mikey Neumann, who was the writer and voice actor for one of the characters, among several other roles. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming along and watching us play this game. Sadly, we were going to play it together, but we ran into some issues. But you're going to be on hand to answer some questions from viewers at home and from us as well.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Such enthusiasm
Hooray!
from the two devs of this game.
Both of them.
Yeah. Mr. Border and Mr. Lands.
How long did it take you guys to put this entire game together with just the two of you?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah, it was a strong month.
Perfect.
It must have been really, really tough on your relationship. Who was responsible for, the sound, and who was responsible for the game? Because that's the two parts, isn't it?
Sound and game.
That makes the game. The bit you play and the bit you hear.
Yeah.
I believe you did all the sound, right, Mikey?
Yeah, I mean, I grabbed one of those wave. I don't even remember what the name. I was trying to remember a bad microphone company, and I couldn't think of one. Joke fail. I ruined the whole bit.
Was it one of those plastic toy ones that has like a spring inside? Did you guys have those in America, where it's not wired up to anything? It's just like it's like a giant child's toy microphone.
Oh, it sounds a bit echoey when you talk into it.
Reverberates because it's got a metal spring inside. It's one of those.
It doesn't actually make you any louder. It just makes your voice sound terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Good. Well, I think.
Are we ready to go?
We're pretty much ready to go. If chat can let us know if there's any horrible sound issues, because we've got even more.
We've done extensive
cables
testing
going on today.
There's a lot of cables, but hopefully we should be all right. We've actually got a question here straight away. I've spotted it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Quiet Insane wants to know. I want to know the thought behind Claptrap. So Mikey, you might be the best person to help us with that.
It's a pretty broad question.
It is.
Claptrap is the result of a lot of voices. I have to ruin the joke and say that a lot more than 2 people worked on this game.
Oh, damn it!
Well, you have the art team designing, different characters, and there was some back and forth there because Brian Martell, the creative director, wanted a sort of helper robot. Mm-hmm. His original name was Zippy.
Right.
Zippy.
If I recall. Yeah. Claptrap came from Tim Wilson, I think, was where the name came from, and the design of it was Lauren Wood, like the final design. And then when you get into voices and character, gosh, I mean, that was me and Dave Eddings kind of messing around in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because you can see Claptrap kind of get more egregious and annoying as the game goes, because as we're developing and doing stuff,
you guys spreading your wings with the character.
Well, yeah, and also just trying to see how far you can take anyway, because Borderlands 1 is a lot more, I think, realistic, I guess, to use a word, than Borderlands 2 is let's go get nutty.
Yeah.
From start to finish, and everyone's at an 11, and Borderlands is the sort of chill version of Borderlands 2.
Right.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But yes, Zippy was his name originally, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's been a decade, as it turns out.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Well, should we meet Zippy now?
Let's go meet Zippy. We'll get off the bus. We'll launch the game.
Are you ready, Peter?
I'm ready.
You've never played Borderlands before.
No, I've played a bit of Borderlands 2 very briefly with friends, and I have played the first few minutes of Borderlands the other day when I was doing a quick test with Pat. But yeah, you guys are about to take my Borderlands virginity, so
we'll try to be gentle.
Yeah,
we'll do our very best.
Don't make promises for me.
Well, Pat, as you speak up, how about a question for you? This game, when it launched on PS3 and Xbox 360, a decade ago, could only really support 2-player split screen, but now it's got 4-player split screen, and that's something that you and your team have added over the course of working on this remaster. What were the challenges for that? Did that take a lot of work?
Well, obviously it took a decade.
Yeah.
You started immediately.
Yes, right. That was the first thing we did after shipping Borderlands 1. Was plan for this remaster.
Yeah.
Really, it came down to a couple things, and it started with Handsome Collection, because when we did that, we had to figure out kind of the UI and how that would function, because it's built mostly for single player, one person on the screen, and we had to get some challenges to get 2 players in there, and then as it shrunk to 4, the UI gets really cluttered, and so we had to trim some things down, allow for some extra movement in the menus, as well as optimize. Honestly, getting 4-player split screen onto the PS3 or Xbox 360 with these games was not possible, because we pushed the limits of what those consoles could do. I know the art style helps it look like it's a lot easier to do, which is actually quite the opposite. And as we go forward, we go really crazy with the guns, and especially in Borderlands 2 and even Borderlands 1, all of the crazy things that happen with the guns just kill performance. So we have to do a ton of optimizations just to make it work. 60 FPS with Borderlands 1 on consoles was a lot of work, and 30 FPS 4-player split screen, that was even more work to just get that functioning right.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I only thought about recently. I can't remember what game we were talking about. It might have been, maybe it was Borderlands, but we were talking about something, I think, on a podcast about how, split screen seems to have become less and less of an option in a lot of FPS games in the past sort of 5 years, maybe. And I never really considered the fact that, like, if you're splitting the screen, you're effectively rendering the world. I mean, not entirely, but you're having to show a lot more on screen of the world, so you're doubling or maybe multiplying by 4 potentially the amount of rendering you have to do, which I never really considered until we were talking about it. I was like, oh god, yeah, no wonder, it's as games get more and more complex, you don't want to be showing it 4 times over in one screen, so I can imagine it's pretty difficult.
That's a big reason a lot of companies don't do it, is because the amount of time it takes to not only develop that and optimize that, but the testing. The more weird situations of how players can play together, the more testing scenarios you have to take into account.
Right.
There's the boring producer answer.
What was that, sorry?
So that's the boring producer answer.
Oh, sure. Wow.
No, but it's interesting to know. It really is, because you do see split screen less and less these days.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, it is something we very much care about.
And that will be in the upcoming Borderlands 3 as well. We get that split screen.
Oh, can he?
You allowed to say?
He might not be allowed to say anything.
I'll say Randy Pitchford very much cares about split screen in our games.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's what I'll say about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Mikey, as one of the men responsible for spawning,
you make it sound like a bad thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, Claptrap.
What was the decision process behind? Because I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but when Borderlands 2 rolls around, isn't the Claptrap that we've got there pretty much the last one left?
Yeah, because DLC 4, the Robot Revolution one, all the Claptraps kind of die off, and then I thought it was a really interesting place to start Borderlands 2. That a lot of that came from Anthony Birch.
Yeah.
The idea that all the Claptraps are gone and you have to, I don't know. It's just a different place for such an existential freakout robot. I really enjoyed him being like, "Oh, I actually have a reason to freak out now." Because in the first one, and you're gonna see here, he has a line either coming up or about to have. I can't hear the stream. Where he talks about, like, listen to how loud I'm breathing, and then he's like, wait a minute, is it that just a recording of someone breathing?
Right.
I don't even have breath. Like, and it sort of adds to this existential waterfall that is Claptrap, where he's just like freaking out all the time.
Yeah.
And I like that Borderlands 2 gave him a reason to, like, be scared and live alone and be like this hobbit in a ice cave.
Yeah, I like that. Adds more third. I mean, because it's one thing to have a crazy, wild, shouting character, but you do get those in various forms of media. But to then add, a bit of depth.
He's the last one.
Yeah, an existential crisis. It gives him like you say, it gives him a reason to shout and scream. That's cool.
I think all the Borderlands characters kind of get there eventually. Like, and you even see that in Borderlands 1, where you see kind of like someone will be introduced as a caricature.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if you look at Tannis's story through this whole game, she goes a lot of places. Because you have this hyper-intelligent, moderately condescending woman who has been driven mad by just situation after situation.
Yeah.
And she's, like, so intelligent that she knows she's nuts. That's that to me, but then mine that for everything.
Yeah.
To the point like where she's dating the tape recorder, because I was playing that last night and thinking about it again. Well, because it sounds ridiculous and silly, but like when you actually like hear it in context, you're like, well, okay. Yeah, actually, as a preservation of one's remaining sanity.
Uh-huh.
Sure, yeah, actually, that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We have a question regarding Tannis, don't we, Ben?
Yeah, we do. I don't know if this is. I mean, Pat liked it on Twitter, so I'm assuming it's fair game, but it seems a bit odd to me. This is Kat asking. Pat, are you going to give the people the tempestuous Tannis/Scarlet romance that we demand or not?
I'm sure it's entirely your decision, Pat, whether that
Yeah.
goes into the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Story developer Pat.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
I believe we're just going to make deviant art canon.
Oh,
is what
okay.
we're gonna do.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and the WWE is now canon in Borderlands.
I did miss Mr. Torg over the weekend at WrestleMania. I thought he was. He would have put on quite a show.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Zed here, Peter.
Oh, there he is. Oh, it's spelt Z.
Yeah.
So he's not just Dr. Z in North America. He's actually
Dr. Zed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
They don't let me cut on folks anymore.
This boy he's operating on doesn't look very well, though.
Well, I mean, if you're feeling well, you don't need an operation. So
I suppose not. I just mean he's kind of motionless, really. That's...
Well, again, if you don't want to be moving when you're having I think it's all fine, Ben. This all looks very above board, especially the skull over his shoulder. I think.
Well, there's also a bin of body parts just in case he needs another as well.
That's actually my sister's studying to be a nurse right now, and she says that when they remove something from a person that doesn't need to go back in again,
Right.
it goes in what is called the limb bin.
Does it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not real.
That's
surely.
real. That's NHS. Maybe it's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just their hospital call it that. But I don't know if it's NHS terminology. But yeah, the limb bin. And
Good God.
Zed has one right here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, that means it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
In real life as well.
Do I need to do the same? Or?
No, I think it's just one of us. Just one of us needs to do that.
You're kind of just walking me through it because I obviously can't
It's
hear
okay,
the
just
game
come
very
with me.
well
Look,
either,
I'm the one with the nice hat, okay? So...
This looks great, by the way, Pat. Like, I obviously, despite not having, played the games through in the past myself, I'm still very much aware of what they look like. And, 10 years ago, obviously the visual style of cel-shaded was always cel-shaded, but, just generally the quality of any given texture, there's been a massive improvement here. So you guys have done a great job.
Thank you, and I'm really glad Ben made the stylistic choice of the macaroni hat for Lilith.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
am too.
It's the only choice. It's the only choice. Oh, Jesus, you popped his... Right, maybe we should go to Zed, because this man needs something from the limb
We
bin.
need a limb bin, yeah.
Yeah, the art style is always a challenge for outside studios when we bring that in. Blind Squirrel did a really great job. There's always some feedback loops and trying to get everything right, but the thing that we do so uniquely and our artists do so wonderfully is the inking. I think any of our artists would take umbrage with calling it cel shaded, but
Right.
we
Well, at least you
I don't-
said it.
do what?
I said at least you said it, because somebody
Yeah.
had to issue the correction so my phone doesn't blow up. I can't believe you allowed self.
Why did you let that slide?
if they see it, then they'll come after me. I'm in the office. Yeah, but it's really the inking that sets it apart from a lot of the other art styles that are somewhat comparable.
Okay. So enlighten me. What's the difference between cell shading and inking?
Yes.
Because my understanding is if it has a black line all the way around the outside, no matter which angle you're looking at it from, then it is. Oh, maybe it doesn't have that. I can't really. It's hard to tell.
It does.
It does, yeah.
That's I think a depth buffer.
Right.
That it's again 10 years, but so like even looking back to the roots of the term cell shading in games, like you see it in Quake 3 in the mod community originally. It's basically like, God, I'm gonna say this wrong because it's so technical, but it's specifically a lighting quality.
Okay.
That is not smooth, like very rigid, sort of clamped lighting values.
Right.
And that's essentially what cell shading is. So the line does have things in common with cell shading, though it's accomplished differently.
Sure.
Cell shading isn't like the reason Borderlands looks good is a bunch of artists gave everything they had to make it look brilliant, and cell shading implies that Borderlands looks good because we ran a filter on it.
Yeah, right. I understand.
Highly inaccurate. To be, like amazing work that takes a long time to do. You can't just click a button.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just quite reductive and very disrespectful, and you should feel ashamed, Peter.
I am.
No,
That's what...
it's good to say it every once in a while, so that because like this has come up like every month for 10 years.
I
you
can imagine.
Like, and there's a reason it comes up.
Yeah.
It's easy to remember the term cell shading.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, Borderlands is accomplished through a lot of different factors. And it looks amazing in 4K. I've been playing it in 4K, and I can't believe, Pat, how good it looks. You guys did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are very proud.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Actually, is I was playing this last night. Peter, you've got a scope on your rifle.
I have.
Even in split screen. Can you zoom in on this?
Oh, on this pad.
Because I was just looking at a keypad, and it's kind of sad of me to do it, but I thought this. Look, you can see all the letters and stuff.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how well it's all held up.
I mean, that is, if you compare that to, the size of that thing, if you compare it to any game from 10 years ago, you wouldn't be able to read those letters at all. Like, no way. Yeah.
Yeah, this was an odd one when I got onto this project. I hadn't played Borderlands 1 in, 4 years or so. And I was like, oh yeah, this looks kind of like what I remembered. And then I went back and played Borderlands 1 again. I was like, holy cow, they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Like they really they absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
100%. We have a question regarding the.
I'm reading the questions. I'm just getting.
You're getting more
wailed
there.
on. Yeah.
Regarding the remaster, Pat, do you reckon there's a chance that we might see this make its way to Switch at some point? Is that possible?
That question comes up a lot. Here's what I'll say about that. We never say never to anything.
Yeah.
And we're always thinking about ways to do these things, but it boils down to if we have the right people at the right time to and Nintendo is on board, then it might work out. But there are so many factors that go into it outside of just us wanting to do it.
Right.
I mean, the reason this remaster took so long to get going was back when we were doing. I'm kind of jumping onto a different question here to explain the Switch question.
Yeah.
Right.
But when we got going on the Handsome Collection, we had a pretty strict timeline. We wanted to make sure this was out before 2K Australia was done with Borderlands the pre-sequel. So we had all devs available to work together on this remaster to make sure it was the highest quality possible. And because of that strict timeline, Borderlands 1 was a much harder game to remaster than Borderlands 2 and Borderlands pre-sequel because it was done on an older version of the engine. And there was, and remastering Borderlands 1 was a whole lot more work. The textures were older, the systems were older. Everything was just so much further behind than Borderlands 2. So we made the decision to go forward with 2 and pre-sequel as their own package, because I mean the amount of content in those 2 games alone is ridiculous.
Oh, it is, yeah, absolutely.
And then, as kind of time went on, we were focused on Battleborn. We realized we can't really announce anything. We can't put anything out there until we announce Borderlands 3, because the drive was so strong for Borderlands 3.
Right.
So we were come out with this shortly after Battleborn or something like that. People would have been, and we were still years away from Borderlands 3. People would have been very upset.
Yeah, that's probably true, you know, especially if, you know, before you announced this, you've been teasing for a week saying, hey, we're about to announce something cool. Everyone would have said, well, that's Borderlands 3, isn't it? And then if you'd been like, it's this, you know, I'm sure, while long-time fans would be, you know, maybe interested in replaying, it's not quite Borderlands 3, if that's what people are waiting for, you know. So, yeah, you're probably right there.
Yeah.
Difficult position.
Yeah, but I think you made the right decision on holding off for everything at once. There's a good question here, maybe for Mikey. Quite Insane asks, is there anything you would change about Borderlands looking back now? Like, I guess, narrative-wise, but anything else as well?
Sure, but like, you get that question a lot, and it's like, kind of no. Like,
Yeah.
Borderlands is this rugged, imperfect thing made by like 20 to 40 people, depending on when it was happening.
Yeah.
And decisions are always imperfect. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's like lines I'd change or add or whatever, but we wrote that in like days. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Like, I like that Borderlands is trying to figure out the right words here. Like, I like that it's imperfect.
Yeah.
I think that's part of its charm, is that it's like too big and unwieldy, but like it's really fun. Like when you start to figure out the mechanics and stuff, I think it really grows on you.
Yeah.
And we just wanted you to we just wanted to make a place that you'd want to revisit. You know what I mean? Like, so Borderlands 2 is very much the evolution, I think, of all of those feelings.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's been, I played so much of this, you know, about 10 years ago, and it's been so nice coming back to it, and it doesn't set a foot wrong at all. And I didn't even work on the game, and I wouldn't change anything, because this is exactly what I want to play. It's exactly what I remember, and it's you guys did a phenomenal job on it.
I dropped my sniper rifle, so that's why I'm backtracking, because I'm a big idiot, and I wondered if it was like primary and secondary, and I could just pick up a handgun and it would automatically swap for my handgun, but that's not how it works.
You currently have two weapon slots equipped.
Yeah, I just thought, like, I always carry a rifle and always carry like a sidearm, and it would just, if I aim at a sidearm and pick it up, it would just...
It may be your inventory. If you press your touchpad, Peter,
yeah,
we'll do this together, okay? Then you press R1, and there's your sniper.
Oh, there it is.
You just need to pop it back in.
Oh, I understand. So I'm sort
there.
of right in that respect. Okay, we're good.
You're okay.
We're okay.
It's all right, guys. Sorry about that. We worked it out.
I mean, that's partly, you know, I'm learning this game whilst conversing with 3 other people, and I can't hear what's going on. So that's not a failing of Gearbox. That's my fault.
Also, I kind of want to follow up with what Mikey said. When it came to looking at this remaster, we obviously were looking at, you know, what would people want to change, and a lot of things came up. I mean, ideas from bringing the skill trees up to Borderlands 2 ideals, to changing the final boss to Commandant Steel, and a philosophy that Randy spoke to. He brought up the Star Wars remasters of 4 through 6, and how there were some good spots in there, some
I agree
changes, and
some
then
good
some
stuff.
changes that were kind of like, why is this here?
Yeah,
Right.
And we wanted to make sure we were hitting those changes that just felt right. We weren't trying to push it too far. We weren't trying to bring it up to a modern standard. We were holding true to what Borderlands 1 was and what fans fell in love with. And so while we tweaked some things, we added the mini-map, we also wanted to make that toggleable, because we know there are people that just want the compass. We tweaked the final boss fight, but we didn't rework it. The Destroyer is a key part of the Borderlands universe, and so we couldn't just change the final boss fight.
Right.
That kind of drove this remaster to improve things, but don't change them.
Yeah.
Right. Because I have noticed a couple of things that have been switched. I think you've added the lock and junk system for guns. I'm not sure if that was in the original game, and obviously the golden chest is here from Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, which is a welcome addition. Were there any other sort of small tweaks you've made that people might not immediately notice?
Well, the small thing is Angel having the new filter over her.
Okay.
That the recordings of Angel were of a low quality video, and so
Thanks, Pat. I'm right here.
Just the video recording, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
High quality work.
144p.
But the point of those was to set her apart as different from anybody who's talking to you from Echo. That she is a different type of being.
Right.
And so we wanted to bring that filter into, got to bring that closer to align closer to what her powers actually were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was smart.
We've got a question here that hopefully both of you will be able to answer. This is from N. Barlam, who asks, I heard that Borderlands 3 was delayed until the cover artist figured out how to draw the guy shooting himself in a third way.
Oh, no one's ever made that joke before.
So it's true then?
Yeah, I don't work there, but yeah, it's true. No, of course.
The new box art is amazing, though. It's so visually striking.
We love the cover art that 2K came up with. They started bringing us like hundreds of sheets, and this one, just the one that we landed on, that's the one that just always stuck out. It's the one 2K fell in love with. It's the one we fell in love with. Like it's great. Like it just you put that on a shelf in a store, and it's just gonna pop out at you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
You okay there?
Yeah, I didn't realise they could jump so far.
Yeah, they're big.
You guys are hauling through this intro. I'm impressed. This is really good time.
I've just played it through the last couple of days, and I'm sort of on autopilot.
I always do it this quick. This is just me.
Yeah, Peter's been practicing this for days.
There's a fun thing in Borderlands 1 about like layering quests, and when you know which quest to layer and do them at the same time, you can fly through this intro.
Love that. I love taking out 5 or 6 quests at the same time and then turning them all back in. It's amazing.
It's a very World of Warcraft kind of feeling.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better on this earth than that.
Than being lazy in a video game.
No, efficient.
No,
efficient.
It's very efficient. It makes you feel not lazy, and then you realize it's just a video game. If only you could apply such efficiencies to your life.
Yeah, you're right.
But alas,
sadly not. Mikey, what was the original pitch for Borderlands when you guys first started on it? Because it's fairly well known that the game was not cell shaded. That's not the term. It didn't have this art style to begin with, so it did go through quite a fundamental change on that level. Was that the same for the story, or did you guys have a fairly sort of clear idea of what you were doing?
No, that was the same for the tone. And that was something that I was involved with, working with Randy and everybody else. Like, I mean, the reality is, I think that most game development is like that, but it was so public. Like, when you announce a game as a different art style and then you reboot it sort of in the public eye. Was it PC Gamer, Pat? Do you remember? Where
that
the
sounds
first
right.
screenshot was available? I want to say that, but again, it's been a while.
That initial shot of
it was like Mordecai and Lilith standing next to the chest, I think was the first photo we released of the new art style. Doesn't matter. You go through different phases in development, and like different people come on board because they're on other projects and they come over, and as the game grew and we sort of made a plan, I think it just sort of evolved, and like the art style story has been told by everyone a million times, so go look that up if you want to hear about it. But I mean, you had a section that was like, hey, maybe the game would look better like this. Turns out it does. And I think I just kind of followed that lead. I remember when I lit a skag and someone on fire, and they like ran up to me and they were talking about, salting the wounds, and I was like, oh, it's funny. And I just sort of leaned into what the gameplay was already doing. Like Roland can shoot healing bullets at his teammates.
Right.
That's very funny to me. It's very
yeah.
It's absurd. Just embrace that so that the gaminess of Borderlands doesn't ever get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it all like sort of naturally just occurred as a fact of development, honestly.
Yeah. Would you say the story sort of developed out of the world you were building, or was it the other way around, or was it sort of an equal process as you guys all went through the development cycle together?
I mean, there was a lot of world building by a lot of smart people, and you take whatever's there. But honestly, like when I was working on stuff, it was, I want people to talk in a way where you want to meet new people and hear what everybody has to say and learn their personal stories, because I think the stories of people in Borderlands is more important than like the quote-unquote plot, which is fairly simplistic.
Right.
On purpose, like by design.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing coming back to it and seeing all of the stuff that feeds from this game into the sequels. Character name drops and mentions and relationships that are further explored in later games and stuff. They all start here, but they weren't explored here. But all the foundations were set, and that's another reason why it's absolutely worth coming back and playing this again if you're a fan of the future games.
Yeah, and one of the things about this game, I think, very different than Borderlands 2, is a lot of people sort of have to just talk to themselves, and you have to learn to tell stories where people can just start talking alone. And like a lot of times you get a feel for characters because they, like when this character talks to this character, you can draw a lot more just on how they interact. But like Borderlands 1 is, I'm interacting with you and you can't talk. How do you make that memorable? And I think it's an interesting thing about Borderlands when you look at it like as a franchise. How many characters from Mario can you name?
Yeah, you're right.
Like Pat, how many characters from Borderlands can you name? Like the franchise, because a lot of like fans can name like 60, 80. It's absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Absolutely.
And one thing we found that's kind of, I think it started with Borderlands 1, but it's a sticking point in how we create characters artistically. Is we think about, especially player characters, we think about cosplay, because first off, we want people cosplaying our characters, but also it does a great job of grounding the design to make it feel more real, even though it's in this bizarre cartoony world.
Mm-hmm. Right? Can someone recreate this?
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a basis in reality, even for a ridiculous thing like a siren, which is just a mystical, pretty girl.
Well, that's a really
that's a gross
description.
oversimplification.
Right.
Your personal opinions about their looks are irrelevant to whether they're a siren. I think that's important.
That is important. You're right. I apologize. I was trying to reference the there's one of the games you referenced, and somebody, that's Jack, and he's a jerk, so yeah.
Right.
Like that.
I mean, talking of characters, I think we just had a question. I think it's Andrew John, I think he's called, in the chat, says, do you guys have a favourite character? Like out of the
Tannis
60
Tannis is my favorite, by far.
Yeah.
Which is weird that I voice Scooter and I say Tannis, but no, I've always had a soft spot for Tannis.
Yeah.
I always liked writing her because you can say things about the human condition and like what we are through very abstract things like ceiling chairs. Because that was who she was dating. Like that was the thing with Borderlands 2, is like, how do you top the dating the tape recorder thing?
Right.
And it was like, well, she was dating ceiling chairs. There were 2 of them. They were twins, but one of them got killed.
Oh God.
Yeah, and it's
So
like
heartbreaking.
it's like a whole backstory to like this. Was it Fernando? Was that the name of the chair? Oh, God, it's been again so long. But it's stuff like that, because you can say real things about loneliness and depression and things through very abstract sort of Borderlands terms, and make people laugh and think about, you know, deeper things than pretty siren girls or whatever Patrick said.
Yeah, Pat. God's sake.
Now I feel all guilty.
No.
For me, I mean, I have a much simpler answer is I like Salvador because he shoots all the bullets.
That's
It's
fair.
true. He shoots a couple.
Yeah. I mean, give me 2 Hyperion pistols and Salvador, and I'm gonna have a great time.
Yep. And a macaroni hat, as we've learned.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Better-
essential.
Always the way to
When
go.
when I fired up Game of the Year edition, Pat, this like the other night, I went up to the customization station. I was like, oh, I hope they would add some add, because like Borderlands 2 was the head varieties and all the skins and stuff. The customization. Borderlands 1 didn't really have custom heads, but you added custom heads. Yay!
Are there plans for any more? Any sort of shift code unlocks or in-game unlocks, or are the amazing heads we've got at the moment the only macaroni hats we're gonna get?
I just told you got a miracle after 10 years, and you're already asking for more.
One macaroni hat is not enough for me.
No.
That's
You
fair.
can't-
Fair position.
You know what? If people are willing to pay for macaroni hats, maybe we can make them.
Wow.
No, it's new heads are probably not going to be coming to Borderlands. Pretty much all of our resources right now. If we have contact with them, if they're available, they're working on Borderlands 3.
Gotcha.
I've heard of that game.
Yeah,
That's more than fair. I would, as difficult as it is for me to admit this, I would willingly go without more macaroni hats if it meant that Borderlands 3 was as good as it could be.
That's what I figured. That's where that came from. Is macaroni hats better Borderlands 3.
Good. Oh, see, look, I've got my power up now.
Yeah, look at you.
I'm close to yours, buddy. You'll get there soon. This
alright.
guy's a real bully. Please hurry back.
I'm hurrying back. I'm hurrying.
Because I've got a question I want to read, but it's on my paper in front of me, and Nine Toes is going to hurt me.
What's it about? I'll read it.
It's the last question on the sheet. Can you
Last
do it?
question.
Oh, God.
There are lots of little additions
No,
to...
not that one.
Not that one.
That one there. I'm pointing at it. You can do it, Peter.
Okay.
Go.
One of the best things about Borderlands is trying out new characters and their abilities. Considering the rest of the Borderlands games added DLC characters, was there ever concepts for new or different playable characters from the original? And the original 4? And if so, what were they like? So I guess the question is, the original 4, were they the only ideas that there were, or were there more on the table?
Yeah, were there going to be any more Vault Hunters?
It was originally 3 Vault Hunters. We added a 4th later, like with the art style. That's when Brick came online.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying there weren't ideas for something like that, but definitely the art style sort of gave us... Because, like, Brick works in this art style. And with saxophones, as it turns out. But
And a moustache.
Borderlands 1 was a lot of people being like, oh my god, can we actually make this? This sounds huge and scary. So not a lot of people being like, what if we added more characters? Because that person would have had every single stapler in the room thrown at them.
Right.
I don't remember it, but like, Pat, have you heard any stories about something like that? Because I don't remember actively talking about adding more characters.
No, I think it was really boiled down to we had our plan for the DLC being these 4 chunks, and after that, just rolling onto Borderlands 2. I think one of the things that stopped us was actually the character selection menu on Borderlands 1 was built for really only 4 characters. So
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
there's-
sorry about that. Pat's just blaming me for everything today. I just want to. I think the Borderlands 1 character selection is brilliant. And
Absolutely.
It's very chill. It's just kind of rocking on the bus.
So what you're saying, Pat, is that you were going to add up to like 8 new characters, except for the character selection, and that's the only thing that held you back.
Right, it was going to be the full Street Fighter roster as
Yeah.
available in Borderlands 1.
Yeah, we licensed all of them.
Yeah. Duke Nukem was going to be in it. Everyone from Bulletstorm, Shaggy Doo maybe.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo. Yeah.
He's the star of the Scooby-Doo series.
He
He
is.
is the real hero.
Puppy power. Hashtag puppy power. That's what he would say if they brought him out now. Hashtag puppy power, for sure.
And then he dabs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, guys, thank you so much for spending some time with us today and telling
Yeah.
us all about Borderlands and your experience working on it.
Well, thank you for having us. This is a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Mikey. You've got a brilliant film and movie channel. If you'd like to plug that, then feel free.
It's so good. I was watching it earlier.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. No,
It
if you like to watch stuff about movies, commentary, and stuff like that, go check out youtube.com/filmjoy. It was something I started to maybe make the film space less toxic. Because a lot of film shows just they just tell you why everything's broken and it's bad without really looking at why it's art and what they were trying to do in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's a channel that explains movies like that.
Yeah, I watched the first part of your Harry Potter 3-part thing just before we came online today, and I was pleasantly surprised that it was a positive take.
It's so thank you so much. It's funny because when you're in Harry Potter, people hate the first movie, the second movie, and the sixth movie, and sometimes the third and fourth, depending on who they. It's really weird, but everyone has like a favorite, and then they hate like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, well, here's what they were trying to do, so maybe that will reset your expectations a little bit. Because they all had different goals. Like when you look at Harry Potter as a franchise, they got through 8 movies, really only recasting one major part because Richard Harris died.
Yeah, and you had to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Game of Thrones recast people all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
It's impressive what they did, and I wanted to be like, actually, this thing is massive and means something and is interesting. Because like, J.K. Rowling now makes my life hard. Because like when I was making that and being very honest about, because where Harry Potter comes from is very near and dear to me. When you get to part 3, you'll understand. Because like it very much comes out of multiple sclerosis because it killed her mom. And then she wrote
that's right.
Yeah, that's why Harry is like really having trouble with the death of his parents.
Yeah.
So was Joe. And it's hard to like defend some of the decisions because like lately she's just like, and this person is this and this like it's weird.
Yeah.
Sort of strange. Like, so it's hard to be like actually Joe did something really important. But also Grindelwald and Dumbledore, like...
They have a passionate homosexual relationship, yeah.
That was in the movie, though. And that I actually disagree with that one. Because the backlash against it. Because that was in the second movie. And I walked out of that movie and I was like, if this is about Jude Law dating a hot man, yeah, okay. Let's watch that movie. Just recast Johnny Depp. Just recast. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
You can have an amazing new Harry Potter series. Just recast Johnny Depp with Idris Elba, and oh my God, we've done it. We fixed it.
Well, we'll have to have you.
Cast him once.
We'll have to have you back on when part 3 comes out of Fantastic Beasts, because it sounds like you could go on for like 2 hours about this, and I'm glad that you can. No, it's great. I recommend everyone to go and watch that 3-part thing, and you should do some more as well. But yeah,
absolutely.
Check out Mikey's channel for sure.
Yeah, youtube.com/filmjoy thing.
Perfect. And we've actually just heard from Scooter in game there.
Oh.
So in a way, you're going, but you're not really going.
No.
You'll be with us forever in this stream as
Well,
long as we're doing
I'll
Scooter's
wait
quests.
Forever.
Hooray! He did the voice.
He did it. Actually, now it's been so long that like anybody comes up at a convention, they're like, "Do the voice." I'm like, "Okay." Now it's actually exciting as opposed to every single place you go. Do the voice.
Well,
Now
good.
I crave it. I crave that attention.
Oh well, we'll always ask you. We'll always ask you every time we speak to you before you go.
Good.
Just go on, do the scoot. Do the scoot. Go on then. And Pat, thank you so much for single-handedly remastering this game all by yourself. And we'll absolutely have to speak to you again, hopefully around the time Borderlands 3 is with us.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Wow, I hope so. But
I don't know. I could have died by then.
oh, you'll be fine.
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe.
You'll be fine.
Maybe you will. And you've got a pedigree of games behind you as well that maybe we could have you on to potentially another series for something. I mean, that's all very cryptic and hush hush
Yes,
right now. But
speculative, but
yeah.
absolutely, yeah. We'd love to chat to both you guys again at some point about all your history and experience working on games in the games industry.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us. And Peter, make sure you actually use your skill points so you get your.
Yeah, I was going to talk him through that as soon as you were gone. I didn't want to interrupt.
Thanks.
It's been driving me mad.
I've been saving them up.
Screen.
I want to blow them all in one go.
It's not like a gift shop. You're not saving up for like a.
It is. It's like the tokens at an
yeah.
arcade.
What are you going to get? A bouncy ball or a pen?
No. You save them up and then you can take home a sort of okay teddy bear.
Amazing. Well, let's spend those now, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Are you ready? Are you ready to proceed through here, Peter?
Have they hung up on us yet? Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to style it out while they just sort of
No, I wanted to
creep on our conversation there.
Ben and Peter it out where we very much acknowledge. Wait, what's
Where it's just,
hello?
Hang on, what, have they gone? Hello. Wow, what lovely gentlemen! Thank you again to Patrick Fenn,
gentleman.
the lead producer of this remaster and also the Ultra HD upgrade for the Handsome Collection. And Mikey Neumann, writer of this game originally, among various other roles, including voice actor for Scooter and a bit of Claptrap and things like that. Pleasure to speak to them, and thank you guys as well for asking your questions. We're now going to play some more of this for the rest of the
Yeah,
stream.
you'll be able to tell me like what to actually do because I was flying by the seat of my pants and I think I kind of pulled it off.
Okay.
I think I just
No, you
apart
did
from
great.
not spending my skill points.
We only died once.
When we were in that boss,
us.
I mean, I was glad that you died at the same time, but also I was like, I think I might. Does it automatically use health items, or can you spend them? Because I was like, I think I've got some, but how do I use? I was pressing every button.
So, you have some. Your shield will regen, obviously,
Yeah.
and the better your shield, the faster it will regen, and that kind of stuff. Your health, unless you have certain, I think it slowly ticks back up. It might all just tick back up. You have some consumable items that you can use, but enemies sometimes drop health files that will automatically be applied to you.
Right.
You want to press the touchpad, and you want to go to what looks like the crosshair tab in the middle there at the top, and then you can press X to actually get your thing, which is a bird.
Oh yeah, that's why I chose this guy. I've got a bird now,
I want to go for critical hit damage. That's my one.
and I've got one more point left, so I can do a bird thing, or.
J.K. Rowling just confirmed Claptrap is a single mother.
Oh.
There we go.
Did you say that Mikey did a bit of Claptrap?
Well, he seemed to imply that he did it with someone else. He said it was several voices layered on top of each other.
Oh, I see. I wondered if he meant that like a few people, in the early stages were like
voiced him.
do it like
That
voicing
may
him,
well-
and then they settled on someone.
That may well be.
We'll have to have him back and
Yeah,
just
we'll-
ask him
quick,
that
call
one
him
question.
back.
Quick,
Mikey. Make sure you go check out his channel as well.
Yeah.
It is excellent.
Excellent stuff.
We'll put a link in the VOD when that goes out. Guys, hello chat. Hello and welcome. Thank you so
Hello
much for
all.
joining us on the stream. I did see your comment about subs and things not popping up. There's
Yes.
been a little bit of there's been a lot of Cultaholic streaming down here over the last few days because of all the wrestling that's been happening with WrestleMania that was on Sunday. So a lot of the settings haven't been put back yet. If you have donated, I will quickly have a look now for you. But hopefully we'll get that sorted in time for the next stream. Let's have a look.
Oh, it kind of flies to my crosshair, does it?
It's like almost like a murder she wrote.
It is.
There we go. Okay, we're all good.
Barbara, piss off.
Barbara, piss off.
Piss off.
I didn't even realise it's the correct spelling of her name as well.
Bop piss.
Piss off. Piss off. I need to go back to chat now. There we go.
So hopefully
was it the dog stream again? No, it wasn't the dog stream.
No.
Not this time.
Hopefully we caught enough of your questions in chat. Sorry if we missed yours.
It's really hard to play and
exactly.
And
it's probably not a
isn't
reflection on the quality of your question if we didn't forward yours onto the guys. It's just we
just
looked over at
down.
chat now and then, and if there was one there that looked good, we would ask it. But yeah,
absolutely. How are you finding it so far, Peter? How are you enjoying it?
It's good. Like, I do feel a little bit like, the first time, if I was playing a game for the first time, I wouldn't normally do it so that I can't hear any of the dialogue.
Right, of course.
Or, can't read any of the tooltip because I'm so busy reading sheets of paper and the chat and talking. But other than that, I think it's great. It looks so nice. I like how floaty the jumping is as well. It reminds me of Halo.
We're sort of on a space planet.
Yeah.
I really love it. There's just something very familiar and comfortable about how Borderlands plays. Because it's just like all the numbers coming off and you're shooting with your friends and running around and stuff. I love it.
Good.
There's a skag. There we go.
What time are we on?
We're on 10 to 4.
10 to the hour.
Just got over an hour left.
Okay.
If you encounter a weapon that you like the look of on the floor, or a grenade mod or a shield, if you hold down square instead of pressing square to pick up, it will automatically swap it for your equipped current slot.
I may have done that. That's probably why I. Yeah.
You may well have done.
I man well have done that.
Yes, indeed. If you guys would like to support us monetarily, you can give bits. I know some of you have. Thank you so much for you bit donators. You can also subscribe, which I know a lot of you do, which is amazing. And you can use not Twitch Prime. You can use Amazon Prime to get a free subscription, which costs you nothing and gives us something.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful. And a lot of you do that as well.
But it costs you nothing extra if you're not using
on top of your on top of your Amazon Prime subscription, that is. And if you would like to donate, it's tripleja.buck/donate, and that is there's a link in the description below. Not the description, there's a link there's a big button below that says donate, although I don't know why I'm running in here. This isn't where we're meant to go at all. We're just killing things on autopilot.
Alerts, what were you doing before? Do you switch them back on, or?
Well, I turned off text to speach just as a standard because I didn't want to, that would have been very difficult.
Yeah, we've already got 4 voices.
Yeah. Exactly, and the game.
Yeah.
But I didn't disable all notifications, so I can have a quick login and have a look.
Okay.
To get around there, we need to go up here.
Oh.
My skill is to phase walk, so I can go and do a big old zoom.
Does it just mean you walk faster?
And also I do damage when I come out of it. My perks sort of elevate it as it goes. Same with your Bloodwing
My
pet.
bird. I'm going to use him in a minute.
It will have like elemental effects and stuff as you go through the game.
Yeah.
More stuff to it.
I wanted to name my Bloodwing, but his name, as I found out on the wiki, his name is thought to be Bloodwing because there's another animal of the same species later in the series that is called something else. Therefore, the implication is that Bloodwing and other names are names given names, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Well, he's your pet.
He's my pet, yeah.
Yeah, your pet Bloodwing.
Yeah, he is.
You okay there?
But he's my pet, Bloodwing is what I'm saying.
No, he's not.
My pet Bloodwing.
Welcome to my pet Bloodwing.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around there again. That's where I need to be. Off I zoom.
I thought these skags would be easy to take down, to be honest, before I played this game. They're not as foddery as you expect, which is good. It's not like some annoying little rat.
A little grunty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're much easier to take down if you either shoot them in the side or when they open their mouths you get a crit. But their heads are quite armoured.
Yeah.
Which makes it difficult, especially when you bump into bigger, stronger variations. Ooh. Stop it. Peter. Oh, I'm trapped, Peter.
No.
There's a lot spawning over here.
I'm coming.
I can do it. Where the hell? Die!
Jump up here. I feel a little bit like I'm concerned that the devs are still watching us now.
watching
Watching
us
me
be
be
really
bad.
good at their game.
Yeah.
Okay, you head for that marker.
Okay.
I'm gonna, after I kill whatever made that noise.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm gonna,
What was that?
Ooh, have a look at our notification.
Notification.
Okay, here I go. Looking at the things. Any chance you could turn the game down? I thought it was already quite quiet. People had said it was quite quiet. Let us know though if anybody else is having that issue, and we will do a fiddle.
Oh, there's more noises happening. I don't know if it's on your screen or mine. The beauty of split screen.
The beauty.
Is it up here maybe? Oh, hello. It's a green goopy one. It's got stink clouds.
Stink clouds.
That's
Not what we want.
Oh,
Ooh, squelch. What was that squelch
I got
noise?
squelched. I don't like it. Oh no,
Ooh,
I'm still
squelch.
being squelched by another one.
Disgusting. Help, master.
Help, master.
Cannot see, can only squelch.
Help, master. Cheese. Squelch. Oh, there's loads of them.
How you doing? You okay?
Double up.
It's being a real dingus right now on Streamlabs. Just trying to change all the...
That's okay, I'll fill.
Okay,
You're watching Team TripleJump on Twitch.
that's what you're doing.
If you're just joining us, you've missed the devs.
You missed them.
We spoke to the devs
The devils.
of this game and the old version of this game.
The devil
Um,
developers. You'll have to watch the VOD.
Yeah, so the VOD will be available in a couple of days' time
3, 2.
on the YouTubes. That is youtube.com/Team TripleJump.
Certainly is, Peter.
If you want a mooge, just like the one that's probably not in frame, and I will lift it into
Oh,
frame.
it's a little bit. It's up there a tiny bit.
If you want a mooge like this, that's how we pronounce mug.
Mug. There it is. Look at him drink from it. Or a hoodie, like the
Or a
one I'm
hoodie,
wearing.
like Ben's, or a swimsuit, a bit like the hoodie that Ben's wearing, but a swimsuit.
Like the one Peter's wearing
Yeah.
under his clothes.
under my clothes.
At all times.
You can buy that and all kinds of other things with our branding on it at triplejU.mp/shop.
Sharp! Ha! Saviour of the universe!
And that helps us massively because you're supporting us financially. Fight for my life.
You've died. You have to kill a guy while down. That's too strong of a boy. I would suggest shooting him.
Well, I've run out of
Oh,
ammunition.
he's nearly dead.
I'm knifing him.
Oh, point it to the left. If you're having a good time, shake it to the... There you go, run!
Second wind.
Run, run, run! You've got your bird back as well. Oh no, you might die here. I'm going to do a test donation, see if it pops up. Here we go.
That's a good idea, actually. That if you kill, that's good.
Oh god, it's just started playing us through the same thing because there's a million things
That's a
coming.
good idea.
Shush.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Oh, I'm still fighting for my life.
I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. Sorry, chat.
This is a test donation for $1.
For dollar.
John donated, and it's just a random number. It's like $4.13.
Spitterskag? That's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
What would it take to get you two to do a stream in the swimsuits? I think everyone would like to see that.
Oh my god. I mean, no. It'd be one thing. It'd be one thing if it was like a dress or a skirt, but if it's just swimsuit, there is definitely going to be a bit of side bollock, isn't there?
No, absolutely. They're not designed to contour the male body
No.
in quite the way they are for the female body.
If we were selling like male swimming trunks and there were some female presenters, then it wouldn't be so bad if they put those on, because they would still cover everything.
Right.
But
we have bits that stick out
We have bits
where that
where there's-
kind of design wouldn't
No.
allow for it to stick out.
it's a V shape, and we have
Or a bell shape.
like a bell. No.
For want of a better term.
Yeah.
You know, a bell shape.
We're shaped like a bunch of
L.
like a bunch of oranges in a net.
Right.
You know those orange nets you
Yes.
get in the supermarket?
A net.
A net.
A.
Oh, I got screeched. I'm getting screeched.
I'm gonna buy myself a new shield while you die over there.
Yeah.
How you getting on? Is he dying?
I'm having a real hard time.
He's doing all right though.
It's alright. I'll fight one of these.
You need to get a squad of 4 people playing this really, because I've only been playing it in 2 players so far, and every time a new person joins, the game it has the difficulty raised.
Oh really?
Yeah. If you've got a full complement of people, then
It's real hard.
Then it gets much harder, but it's way more fun,
Oh my God.
especially if goodness, especially if everyone's playing as a different character.
Yeah.
Where are you, peeps?
I'm getting squelched.
I'm coming.
Oh, they're making their attack run.
Stay on target.
Red leader standing by.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Oh God, they're all running at me now. Ah! Ah!
Just impacted on the surface.
I'm coming, peeps. Oh, you're alive.
There's just skags everywhere.
Skunks.
Skaggles.
Oh God, the racks! Stop me! Don't stop me now! Ow!
Oh God, there's some big boys here. That one's missing a leg, I think.
We're here at the unit zone. So many big, hefty boys here.
Everything's running out of ammo.
Oh, good Lord, Peter, what's happening over there?
Just all of the animals.
Oh, he's a boss boy.
I could walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals.
Oh, no. I don't think we're big or brave enough to fight that man yet.
Well, that's fine. Let's just get back together and wear safety in bumpers.
Get down. Oh God, he pushed me through the gap.
I'm happy to not fight him if
Okay,
that's not a good
I'm
idea.
back with you. I'm back with you.
Okay.
We're here. We're good.
So the waypoint is up here.
Yes, we need to go round. Just going to check actually what our quests are for the area. Catch a ride. That means that we can do more with Mikey's character, Scooter.
No. Let's see if it sounds like him.
His impression certainly sounded like
I'm
him,
sure his
but he
impression
doesn't-
probably did.
He doesn't speak like Mikey does.
Because sometimes you can tell, can't you? Like Tom Hanks sounds kind of like Woody, doesn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
A little bit, anyway.
Absolutely. Oh, right. Okay. Let's head on. Let's head on through. Bloom. Surely 2 of the Cultaholic guys could join in. I mean, there's nothing going on this week, is there?
God, they're tired boys this week.
They've been up until about sort of 7, 8 a.m. every day this week so far.
And it continues.
Yeah, tonight is SmackDown, so they'll be doing it again tonight.
Yeah.
It doesn't end. Scooter, I barely knew her. Right.
Isn't it I barely know her?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
She's dead, so.
Yeah.
Let's go see Scooter.
Look at this leg.
Scooter.
There's just a big paw here.
Big, poorly. Oh, there's the rest of it.
Oh yeah, it's the basilisk.
Best. Speaking of Harry Potter, I'm stuck. There we go.
Oh.
Bam. You've got a skill point there, peeps.
Oh, I have, yeah. Not paying attention.
Attention.
Middle button, is it? Yeah.
I'm getting a phone call from a number I don't recognise that's apparently in Leeds. I'll let them. My rule is, if they don't leave a voicemail, I will let them call twice more. And if they don't leave a voicemail on any time, then they will be blocked. Because they clearly have nothing valuable to say to me.
Oh my god, but what if the policy, what if it's, you know, something important, but for some reason the policy is not to enclose it in voicemail?
Well, then they'll have to call from a different number, won't they?
Oh my god. That is quite a brave, almost silly thing to do. 3 times.
Look, I just have no
I don't know who it
patience
is,
for
but they're blocked.
I have no patience
forever.
for it. Like, if they're going to call from a number I don't recognise and not leave a message at all, because usually if you're getting called from like a energy supplier or something, you'll get an email or a letter saying either we're going to contact you or we've tried to contact you. But if you're just going to cold call me and then not tell me why, then you get 3 strikes and you're out of here.
Oh, look at this tiny Peter here.
Yeah, that's him.
Why is his leg so small?
Because he's a little midget man.
Oh,
And
you
that's-
cannot say that.
That's what he's called.
Midget Man.
Well, he's called Midget Psycho. That's what he's called.
Oh my god, okay.
Look at him shrug. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I think that's a mixture of... I think that's a mixture of it being made 10 years ago and also potentially that word not carrying the same weight.
They're still absolutely called that now.
Okay, maybe it doesn't carry the same weight in the States as it does in the UK, but you're not really
No,
supposed
you're not.
to say the
No,
M-word.
not to an actual human being. No, you're right.
No.
This is a fictitious future man,
Yeah.
so it's slightly different. There are characters in the sequel called Bullymongs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's a real thing that exists.
All right.
Ah! You okay there? I sent you flying, look.
Yeah, you did.
Do you have any golden keys?
How should I know?
Go over to it and see if it gives you. You've
Cannot
got
use.
zero. You've got zero.
Master cannot use.
I've got loads though, so I will use one.
Where'd you get them? Did you just?
It's mainly from playing previous games.
is amazing.
It says, "Thank you for playing previous games. Here's a load of golden keys." What would you? Do you like the look of either of these? They're two very good sniper rifles. No.
Oh, well, I would love one of them. Highly
got
effective
4
versus
times
flash.
Elemental damage on it, and all sorts.
Damage plus 235. I mean, I prefer this one. I think.
Go for it then.
Okay, let me.
Fine. Use it. See if I care. I'm going to take it as well, just because it does so much fire damage.
Yeah, chance to set enemies on fire as well. I think it said.
Hey, look at me aim down my scopes. You ready? You ready? Watch me look down my scopes. You
Yeah.
ready? Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Have you got an eye in your thumb or something?
I think so. Oh, no.
No, she's a pretty lady.
Don't say that. That's
What?
not all she is.
No, and it's not. I didn't say she's.
Patrick,
I didn't say she's
Jesus.
only a pretty lady. I said she's a pretty lady.
There we go. Look, hang on.
Am I a pretty boy?
You're actually not really. There's not much you can see of you. Look, see?
Hmm.
She doesn't blink though.
No.
You don't blink either, but you've got red eyes.
I don't
look.
need to blink because I've got goggles. That's how goggles work, isn't it? You never need to blink.
No. They're just sort of self-cleaning. Right, what are we doing? Catch a ride. Let's go catch a ride, shall
Catch
we?
her in the ride, yeah.
Let's go see Scooter. Scooter.
Scooter.
Scooter.
Oh look,
Oh, look.
you're,
Yeah, look at that.
you were like in it. That's not really how reflections work, but
Not
I'll
really.
let it slide, Patrick.
This
time.
This time, Patrick.
But if you do it in another game, that's it, man. Game over.
You're out of here. Oh, ow.
So my understanding is that Pat is he's his natural audience member. Not right now necessarily, but he's a viewer.
Yeah. I
I've
think he
seen
is.
his name before in chats and tweets and things.
Ow.
So that's nice.
Yeah. Pat is one of us.
Yeah, one of us. One of us. Oh, right up its skag hole.
Oh, we need to kill Bonehead. Bonehead is quite difficult to kill. He's a little mini boss, and we've got to go murder him.
Okay,
So, would you like to? How you doing?
I'd like to go murder him.
Do you want to go murder this man with me? Let's go.
Oh, Bella.
Let's go. What? Let's go murder this man.
Well, let's go murder this man then.
That's okay. Yeah, let's go murder him. Now we can go this way, but as we've got snipple riffles,
Yeah.
it might be worth coming from this direction because then we look at the
Yeah,
identical.
that's great.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Boing 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 boing. That way we don't have to get as close to him because he has a good gun and it hurts a lot.
Okay.
Although in split screen it's a little bit harder to see even when zoomed. But we'll. Hello.
Was that him?
No, that's some friend skags and they're level more than us. It has an exclamation mark next to them, which is never a good thing. Ow!
Is that what it means?
It means you gonna die. You shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't be here. Get out before I call the guards.
Oh no.
Can I lift you up if you get down?
Yeah, you can, and I get up again. Thank you. There's a man I can kill behind me. Insane man.
I'm scared.
There
It's
we go.
hurting me.
Oh god. He's hurting me. I'm frightened.
Oh, I keep forgetting I've got my bird fella now.
Yeah, don't forget that. That's a
No,
good
I
one.
won't.
It's a remote.
It's the whole reason I chose this character and I forgot to use it.
Okay, he's in there somewhere, but he's not alone, and that's the challenge here.
Are any of us ever alone? Not really, when Jesus Christ is in our life. I
Shut
don't know
up.
where that came from.
There's Bonehead.
Oh. I think he just shot me.
He shot me too. Oh my
Oh.
god! Yeah, there he goes. Hey, you got the burning psycho there? All I can do is no scope. I can't aim. Come on, Peter, you can do it.
I'm trying to get his
You
head.
can do it,
but
Peter. Do it, Peter. Do it for us, Peter. Yeah.
he's psychoing around too much. I can't hit his head.
God, it's amazing he's still going when he's all on fire.
Alright, let me just use this instead.
Ah, ah, ah. I think we might need to do some.
Why is he taking so much? I'm critting his head just constantly.
It's because he's level 10. Look, he's got the exclamation mark. You're only level 7 currently.
Oh wow.
We're massively underleveled to be here yet.
He's got a Tor. Yeah, okay. Oh, what?
You're full.
Hang on,
No,
right.
oh no, you want that one. I think you just swapped it for the one you just had on. There you go. Yeah, you don't want that one. Your inventory's full. We should go and do this quest, I think.
Oh, I see. I mean, oh.
I'm not allowed to change quest though because I'm not player 1. If you go to the cassette when you're done, when you're ready, when you're ready.
I'm nearly ready. Okay. Yeah. What do you want?
Oh, you don't want to go that way.
Oh, are we not going for him now?
No, he will murder us to death pretty hard.
Okay.
If you press the touchpad
Yes.
and then go to the cassette tape bit, and you want to select buy the seeds of your pants.
Okay.
That should be, it says tough, but it should be relatively easy because we're just collecting flowers.
Ah.
And that will give us some much needed XP.
Okay.
I'm going to use my super speed.
Some
You will see me in a
excellent
second.
There you go. Oh no. Oh.
I'm going to go and trigger the next area, and then you can sell your items that you've got.
Oh.
So you've got loads of them.
Oh, I just dropped some of it.
That's fine.
I didn't realise.
Oh,
I could
did you
sell
really?
it. Yeah, I
Oh,
just
okay.
chucked some handguns on the floor.
Oh no, yeah, you can sell them.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
10 minutes to 420. Thank you for the bits. Cecil Prumps, thank you. Thank you so much. What have you missed? Well, you missed us learning all sorts of insider tips and tricks about Borderlands and its original development cycle and the development of this remaster here.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Peter?
Don't think we got anything exclusive, but
I thought there was some really interesting stuff in there
Oh,
about
yeah.
the I didn't know that I
Claptrap
consider
used to be
myself
called Zippy.
I didn't know it used to be called Zippy. This is like stuff that may well be out there. It
Oh
used
yeah,
to-
well that's what I mean. That's probably not a first,
Mm.
but yeah.
I certainly didn't know it before. It's very interesting to me. And yeah, it used to be called Borderlands Claptrap. Used to be called Borderlands Zippy. And on top of that, there were only originally 3 Vault Hunters to choose
Yeah.
from. And then they added Brick in after they changed the art style, which is not called cell shaded.
No, I learnt that.
Do you remember what it's called though? Because
No.
I forgot.
I'll have to.
I
listen.
forgot almost immediately. I know not to call it cell shaded because that is very reductive of the hard work of the men and women who put together this art style.
Yeah, it implies that they just plastered a filter over it and it makes it look good. But
Yeah, no, this is painstakingly put together.
Yeah.
And it has a special name, and I'm sure if our friend Patrick is watching right now, he will let us know at some point.
via the tweets or something.
Inked is what Finlay Carver says. Was it inked?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he says like the. I think that's kind of the art style in terms of like drawing these textures and things.
Right.
Like they're hand drawn, or you know they're drawn probably digitally rather than hand, but like by artists.
Yeah.
And in applying those in the same way you would apply a regular texture, you know that's half the work. There is like just making sure that the raw stuff that you're using is pretty stuff. But then yeah, I think there's like a whole bunch of extra stuff that you do as well to make it have the outline and everything.
Yeah, I'm stuck on a rock there. I was running nowhere.
Yeah, I think he said that cell shading is more like it's mostly to do with like the way that lighting is used.
Okay.
It's like yeah, I mean, I know.
God, and it's so prevalent as well.
Oh, yeah.
That everyone you would show this to, 99% I would probably say would call it cell shading.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea.
Some people would just call it cartoony graphics. if they
Cartoony graphics,
don't
yeah.
even know the cell shading.
That's it. That's in a way that's probably more respectful to the artists.
Well, yeah, because it's drawn like a cartoon.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe we should call it that next
Cartoony
time.
graphics.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Inking is what everyone's saying in the chat.
Okay, well, yeah, he said like they were talking about the inking. I don't know if that alone is like the process of making it look like this, but yeah, I think that's certainly part of the process, if not the entire thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, next time. Oh my God, there's a big one. Next time we talk to Pat and Mikey about this. Now we know not to call it cell shaded, so we're going to use the official term. Cartoony graphics.
Cartoony graphics, yeah. Borderlands, of course, a pioneer of cartoony graphics. Oh my god, I'm just getting knocked around all over the place by this big old skag.
I can't even see a small boy to attack.
Skig old biddies.
Oh.
There's a weak one next to you.
Is there? Can't see it. So I've just got the big one on me as well. Oh! I second wounded.
Quick, come get me. You're running away.
Oh, you're there.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
No, you're
I'm
not.
gonna die.
You're not gonna die. You'll be fine.
Ooh. Clutch save. Oh, ow. It's still hitting me. Thank you. Take
Threw a
that,
bird at it.
you
I
big skaggles.
just kind of feel like I just throw the bird.
Ow. Oh my god.
I don't know why I'm not using my
Oh, for goodness sake.
my good sniffle riffles.
He's a powerful man, this one. Oh no. Quick, shoot. From point blank. Get him.
We can't miss.
It's perfect. Look, it's going to be absolutely A05.
Only one of
Oh,
us is
he's
going to
nearly
get
dead.
the second win from this.
It's not going to be me. You could do it, Peter. You're going to do it, Peter. Peter's going to do it. No, he missed. He can't see anything. It's so dark. He's reloading. He's
Reloading.
dead.
Come towards the light.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da.
Hey.
This is like being tested to see if they were paying attention earlier. Yeah, ask us more things that you guys learned from watching. It was surprisingly difficult to hold a conversation, ask interested questions, pay attention to the answers, and play at the same time.
Yeah.
It was surprisingly hard.
We were listening. I just don't remember any of the words that we used.
Yeah. I find that whenever I, admittedly it's not very often, but when I do interview things like that, I have a really bad tendency to tune out after I've asked a question, and I'm just
Because you're
waiting
thinking
for
about
the
the next
opportunity to ask the next question.
Yeah.
Which is really bad, but that was interesting and that was fun. And I didn't want to say it when we were streaming, but I've followed Mikey Neumann for quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with the work that he and his friend. I can't remember what his first name is now. Mr. Birch wrote Borderlands 2, I believe, and they've done some stuff together before. And like I've watched Mikey Neumann in various iterations over the years, so it was really lovely to talk to him. And the fact that he wrote this as well, obviously, is it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty gosh darn cool.
It's pretty GD cool.
Pretty GD cool.
He's a funny guy. They're both lovely, funny people.
Really, really lovely boys. Oh, I got squelched. What time is it? It's 3 minutes to 420, my dudes.
Well, we are collecting herbs right now, a bit of herbage, so...
Yeah.
Herbage.
Oh, look. Can we just rename them Blaze Flies? Oh my god, there's so many.
Oh!
I'd much rather be killed so I can kill this in second wind. Come on, kill me. Kill me. There we go. Here we go.
Why did you
Oh, he jumped away. No, he didn't.
Why did you want to kill him in second wind?
Because then I get my shield back immediately.
Hats.
And he had such little health left that it just felt like I might as well hold on, you know?
Yeah.
Get your burb.
You're right.
It's the noise he makes. One thing I didn't mention on the stream also is that I would love to have gotten their thoughts. I totally forgot about Willow Tree,
Right.
which was a third-party application you could download onto your personal computer.
Yeah.
You could copy your save data.
Side data.
You could copy your save data from the PS3 version, input it into that, and basically mod your character from there. So you could give it as many skill points as you wanted, as many backpack spaces as you wanted. You could randomly generate the most ridiculous weapons ever.
Because the save data was just, I guess, a series of like integers
Exactly.
based on your character information. Like, oh, I'll change that 1 to a 12.
And now it's unbelievable. And my character that I imported from the PS3 definitely has Willow Tree stuff on it, including a shield that has negative 2 million hit points, but by having a negative amount, the game registers it as being the worst shield ever, but you just don't take any damage at all. so you can basically you're invincible essentially.
Why does that? Why?
I have no idea why that works. I actually have the save data here if you wanted to load it up and see it, but
I guess because
mad.
I see why. Because the game, so the shield will I mean, I don't know. I'm not no expert. You'd have to ask Mikey and Pat. But like, I imagine the shield has a numerical value, so that when say someone hits you for 10 damage, that 10 then has the number minus off
your shield.
So it's like 10 minus shield value.
So if it's 2 negatives, I wonder why the number's so high.
Oh wait, no, because then it would just like do 20 million damage to you if that was the logic. So I guess it's not that.
20 million. Right, exactly. You know, it's really weird. I don't know what it means, but all I know is that you would imagine a shield that's that powerful would have a ridiculous monetary value. And you'll notice when you see a gun or an item on the floor, when you hover over it, it says what it's worth underneath. And when you drop that shield on the floor, every single available digit is just spinning round like it's trying to work out what it's meant to be worth.
God.
And if you sell one, it takes all your money away.
Oh God!
It takes all the money you have in your inventory away. But
why has it got? It's got all these inverse effects. So you make it the worst shield ever, and you can't take any damage. It's probably worth like loads and loads of money, but when you sell it, you lose all your money.
Right.
It's just like some sort of anti-shield.
So the game thinks it's worthless, but so it's worthless.
The game thinks it's worthless.
It's worthless to the game, but it's absolutely worth everything to players. And I didn't actually create that one myself. That was dropped to me by another player who just had had been duplicating them. Had about 20 of them.
Just going from game to game, saying, "Hey,
just going around.
You want a weird inverse shield?"
Yeah, and just dropping them to people because you don't need a level to equip it. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm
dudes.
okay. I'm good.
There's so much green. Is it 420?
It's 421, so we're going to wait until 422
because 422.
It's also it's 422.
422.
So we'll just wait and then we'll celebrate it like we didn't completely go straight past that. There.
I'm just no scoping these guys not very well. Just doing it off the hip because I'm a big dumb hip idiot stupid boy.
It's hip to be square after all. It's 422.
It's 422.
It's 420.
Which is
comma 2. Thank you so
0.
much, everybody, for watching along with us. We do have a donation here from eSpurious. May a good blazings be upon you, fine sirs or ladies of the internet.
We love eSpurious. So
Thank you very much, eSpurious, for your continued financial support of everything we do, and also blaze it. Everybody blaze it. Blaze it metaphorically, blaze it literally. Just 420 it all over the place.
Me and my girlfriend were going through some photos recently, just on our phones, and there was one that Michael Johnson took actually.
Oh.
Over a year ago.
TripleJump's second favourite Mikey, or is he your first favourite?
Oh, that's a
Difficult.
big question.
We'll have to make them fight each other.
Yeah.
Mikey Neumann and Mikey Johnson.
Oh, brilliant! The tale of two Mikeys. I think their combined power would end the world.
Oh yeah, they're too powerful. We've got to keep them apart.
It's a photo that Mikey took of me and Amy and a bunch of people from What Culture when we went to Hopping's Fair in Newcastle.
Oh yeah. Is that the one of you?
Were you there? You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. And we're all standing there on my street because we just come out the door. Mm-hmm. And I think a couple of people said, "Oh, we should dab." I'm sure they were being ironic, but whether or not they were. And so there's a few people dabbing, but my girlfriend is doing it without the head, so she's just going into the camera.
Oh.
And it's adorable.
Oh, bless her.
But also just because it's so wrong.
She's trying. It's like a grandma on Facebook. Dab, grandma.
Yeah. But
not quite. Appreciate the effort.
No head
though.
tuck, just the arms.
Appreciate the effort.
And a big old grin, like, look at me, I'm dabbing.
I'm doing a dab.
Probably her first dab.
Yeah, my first dab.
My first dab. .jpg.
I think we should do that now from now on. Well, I mean, it's really close to looking a bit like some sort of naughty salute.
Weird salute, yeah.
Some sort of Nazi salute.
Yes.
You just go. But there is something wonderfully ironic about smiling and looking straight ahead while doing the arm move.
Yeah.
It's great.
Look at me, Mom.
Are we missing a herb? Are you near it?
I'm a bit
Don't worry, your boy's
skag-stracted right now. That's right, I'll get one of these boys.
I'll give you some insurance. There you go. Oh, yeah. God, we need some better ones. We're so good at this. Thank God I have the dab emote. Comes in pretty handy. It's Lord Brotovich. Lord Brotovich loves the dab emote.
Lord Brotovich loves the streams. He's a regular viewer.
He absolutely is.
There's some regular viewers, but he's a regular.
I always see his dab emotes in there.
Yeah.
It's a shame because we're only affiliates. We get a very limited amount of emotes that we can provide to you, wonderful subscribers.
Are you okay?
Just having a bit of a squeal.
What's all that noise going on over there?
We can only provide so many emotes, sadly. But we are actually allowed to become partner if we want. We've reached the threshold to apply for partner, but we've decided we're not going to do that because it means that we're not allowed to Twitch on YouTube ever, which is not something that we want to.
Well, not allowed to stream on YouTube, probably. Well,
I said Twitch, stream.
Both, really.
Not allowed to stream on YouTube, and we want to leave that door open if we want to. So that's why we haven't gone partner yet.
Is that okay to do that?
It's probably okay, right?
Yeah.
Where's the herb? Where is it?
I mean, there's a marker right here.
I'm gonna beat you there.
Marker.
I'm gonna beat you there.
Oh, you are as well.
Got it. We did it! Oh god, there's more. Oh, we killed it. Killed it with a bird.
Yeah.
There's a big boy.
It at you to be funny, but
he just did his job. Oh, nice crit, bro.
Thanks.
Nice crit, bro.
Call her.
He's running at me big, Peter.
Doing a big run.
He's running at me big, Peter.
Is this natural armour, or has someone been dressing up all the animals?
It's very unnatural. It's gruesome.
Oh, I'm out. I'm Uto ammo.
Can I kill him? No, you should kill him now.
Well,
Get him.
Either one of us should.
Get the XP.
I'm going for it.
Get him.
Oh! Yeah, that's right. Show me your butt.
Yeah. Sick. We're so good. Just surviving through every single encounter.
Scraping by.
Oh. Where's it gone? It's banned. Oh, it's banned.
Ooh.
What's in there? Oh, also, if you
Battle
hold
rifle.
square while going over ammo and money, it will pick all of it up that you're allowed to.
Yeah, I noticed, yeah.
Oh, I just swapped it for a bad gun. Oh, which one was the one I was using? My character is proficient with SMGs, but I haven't got many of them.
It's been a while since I played a game. What do you call these? Like loot gun. What do you call them?
Loot and shooters.
Loot and shooters. Yeah. I played a. I mean, it wasn't a shooter, but there was very much. Items were constantly dropping. It was like, oh, what are the stats on this? And you run over and hover over it. And you're like, oh, that's +3 but -2. You know.
Yeah. Like Diablo.
Yeah, exactly. It's called Dungeon Defenders. It was a PC, kind of tower defense-ish. Yeah, it was sort of tower defense-ish. Third-person, fantasy-style game. 4 players. I used to play it with my friends a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of loot shooters. Borderlands it sort of holds a special place in my heart just because I think the world is so good and I like the characters and I like leveling up and being uniquely useful to my friends when I'm playing with them.
Yeah.
Whereas, games that are sort of similar like The Division and Destiny, I find are quite insidious with how they're monetized, and I find them a lot more grindy, and there's practically no story at all, no interesting characters really. Whereas this, and obviously it remains to be seen with Borderlands 3, but I'd like to imagine we're in the clear with Gearbox and how they've approached the other Borderlands games.
Yeah.
In that it won't be monetized out the wazoo.
Right.
With microtransactions and stuff, and the story and the characters will still be really strong.
Mm-hmm.
So if games like Destiny could strike that balance a little better, then I would be well in. But as it stands, Borderlands is unparalleled for me as a shoot loot game.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you can only play with 4 friends, obviously, rather than random pleeples.
Pleeples. I'm crossing the streams, so that will help. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know what they're chatting about there.
No. Someone's got TP covered.
Oh, okay. It's about which side of the screen they're watching currently.
Oh, I see.
That makes more sense. Because we're split screening.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot this game had a dynamic day-night system that just sort of scrolls around as it pleases.
Yeah, I noticed
Sometimes
that.
the game just goes dark.
Does it on the title screen as well, I think.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Nice little touch. Although I have noticed, at least on my TV at home, it's really bloody hard to see when it's dark.
Oh, right.
I have to turn the brightness all the way up. I think that's my TV.
Yeah.
Right, we can turn this.
Either that or
quest
it's
on now.
Pat's fault entirely.
Oh, I think it's Pat's
I
fault.
mean, he's the one who did all the visuals and all the. I think he did all the voices for this remaster as well.
Well,
didn't
he did the game part, and Mikey did the sound part.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
That's the two
Yeah,
components.
Mikey,
of a
who
video
no
game.
longer works for Gearbox, did the
Yes.
sound part for this remaster.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Whee!
why don't you come over here and chat a while?
I will.
Always nice for a fellow to have company out here.
Okay. We got a gun.
By the minute.
You leveled up.
Oops. Oh.
We both leveled up.
Just my trigger went off. Glad this isn't real life.
Otherwise, I'd be dead.
I rubbed my eye and then it went. Bad trigger discipline. Trig discipline.
You know, you could get a custom hat as well. Do you want to go do it?
Yeah,
You can't
okay.
get a macaroni. Hey,
okay.
macaroni.
I
But
don't
if you
want
follow,
any macaroni.
If you follow me, try and keep up. Come on, you can do it. I'll slow down for you. Come on, let's. Come on, keep up.
Oh, yeah.
Keep
my,
up.
My bird can
Keep up. Keep up. Keep up. Because you both can keep up.
Find something, bird. It did.
Squee! In here. And we'll get you a nice hat. I know there's a
So
lovely
how come you had?
tinfoil
Because
hat.
isn't this a new? Is this a new character or did you not use a new character?
This is a new character. It gives you a select few. So in here, when you press square,
Did you just grab the hat like right at the beginning?
no, it gives you an option to customize. It was all
Oh.
hello. It was part of the first thing we had to do, but we were already mid conversation, so I couldn't explain it.
Oh right,
If you
yeah.
go in
So
here,
I did that the first time round.
and then you want to go onto the right hand tab.
Yeah.
You can change your name. You can change your head.
Yes, you can. Oh no, I did all this when I did a test, and I was wondering, oh, why has that not happened this time? And I thought it's because.
They're listening. Look at that bot.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
It's a good hat.
Oh,
Yeah, it's because some of the HUD, the menu can sometimes be a bit cut off
yeah.
in split screen, so they let you
good.
move it around.
No, yeah, I did this when me and Pat did a test the other day just to make sure the game was working, and I did wonder why this hadn't happened before, but I guess I just wasn't paying attention.
No attention paid by
No.
the teeps. Let's go for red's probably the safest bet. There we go. Or can I go? Can I go for a macaroni chic color scheme throughout? Can't go very yellow, but we'll do our best. There we go. I really look like cheesy pasta. Oh, there you go. Oh, can't say I've ever had macaroni and cheese. Is it just more an American thing?
You?
Well,
Or is that the chat?
that's what the chat says. That's quite insane. Macaroni and cheese is I would say it's largely an American invention by pop culture standards, but combining a cheese sauce with any kind of pasta is a killer combination. You should try macaroni and cheese. You can put
No.
like bacon in it and stuff. It's pretty. I don't want to overstate it, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Oh,
It wouldn't. There's not enough space. I'm gonna have to use an ampersand.
Mordek and cheese.
Mordek and cheese. Cheese.
Oh, look at that. What
There
should
he
I
is.
call mine?
If I can't have the Mac hat, then I'll put it in my name.
Oh, you don't have the Mac hat, sadly.
No, I know.
oh,
That's what I'm
see.
saying. Yeah.
What should I call mine then?
Tortolilith.
Oh, that's good. You going to spell that for me?
No. Well, it certainly doesn't begin with an L.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Uh, T-
no, Lord.
Lort. It's
Lorthopedic.
yeah, lorthopedic.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
Confirm and exit.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah. Got my googly eyes.
Yeah, let's have a closer look.
Eyes
Wow.
on.
You look great.
Yeah. So do you.
Thank you. It's really big
Oh.
macaroni, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, macaroni.
Okay, so we've still got to kill the big boy.
No.
He's really difficult.
But I don't want to.
Yeah, he's going to kick our ass. All we can do really is just...
I believe the correct term is kick our ask.
I don't know that you're right there. I don't think you're... Right, where are you going?
Towards whatever this marker is.
I think you might be able to get to it from the back, but I think we may have to go from the front.
Oh, someone's putting at you.
I've popped it.
Oh, you set him on fire.
There's a few of them.
You're going down.
You're going down. Oh, there's a skag. Skag!
Macaroni cheese and petrol.
Oh, that's what I should have called mine.
Petrol.
Petril.
Petrolith.
Oh, stop it.
No.
You're too much.
I know.
Stop it.
I refuse to stop it.
Right, where is a person? I'm gonna shoot them with. I'm gonna shoot their face.
Only got
$20 in my face.
someone here.
Careful, he's got friends, and they're really rude.
Come on, rude boy.
Bonehead. All his mates are really powerful too.
Ah!
Hide! Oh god, it's so difficult to snipe.
Hiding. How do I get rid of that tooltip?
It will go when it feels like
Okay.
it. This is it. This is the brave gameplay. Come here!
Oh,
Oh, damn it, he stopped moving. I wasn't expecting it. Did you get him?
I got a guy, yeah.
Cool. Okay, there's a bruiser over there. Big fella. I
I see him.
call him Large Johnson.
Yeah.
Check yourself before you rickety rackle.
Yeah, you check your
Before you wreck your row.
check your privilege. Oh no! Alright, calm
I'm
down.
coming.
Have Mordek died?
I can't. It won't let me heal you. I'm
Oh,
kind
no.
of stuck. Oh, that's probably why. P.S. Super Duck.
Thank you. Please don't have me.
Go, go, go.
Oh, I'm melting. Great.
Right, we've got one left. He's the big boy himself. Stop moving. Ow.
Are you okay? Still alive.
I'm still alive. We can do this.
Oh!
Sneaky boy.
Why?
Why though? Why Delilah?
Thank you. Why though, Delilah?
Next time. Where is he?
He's there.
Oh, God's sake. He's on fire. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Come here. Oh, that was a big crit.
Yeah, it was.
Big crit.
Big Chris.
Oh, that was a big one too. He's nearly down.
Nice. Oh. Stay well.
I'm well. I'm going in.
melting. Oh, my bird. Oh, I've just died. I'll fall to the
Please
clock
don't
the
die.
top.
Oh, we got him. We got him.
Well done, us.
We did it. The brave way. There's no way like the brave way.
Thanks for saving me 3 times.
You're welcome. Thanks for saving my life.
Brie is lovely. Never had vegan cheese though. Ooh.
They're still talking about
Vegan
mac and cheese.
I had vegan cheese the other day on a pizza.
Yeah, how was it?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Like, especially I think, you know, if you have a fair amount of other toppings on your pizza, you're not going to notice. I mean, I'm sure there's quite a lot of variety in vegan cheese, and some of it's probably not good. But yeah, I was in Bristol with Mikey. We went to a pizza place that does vegan cheese. There was regular non-vegan cheese as an option, but I just thought I'd give it a go, and it was perfectly
all right.
perfectly not bad.
There's a toilet. Trouble.
It was a bit
Well, that's
moist, bit soggy, a little bit soggy. Made the pizza soggy,
Oh.
but it was fine. Yeah, it was good.
I had my first vegan sausage roll.
Oh yeah, so
Over the
did I
weekend.
about a week ago from Greg's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't try one right next to a meat one.
I
think-
did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so what was the direct comparison?
So I ordered a
thought?
meat one. My girlfriend ordered a vegan one just to try, and I said, "Do you mind if I have a bite?" And we both had a bite of each other's, and I think you can tell the difference side by side, but like you may as well just get the vegan one. Like from now on, I'm only going to get the vegan one.
Are you?
Because it tastes basically the same, and it's a lot better for you. So like, why would you not?
Interesting.
Did you not like it?
No, I didn't dislike it at all. Oh, by the way, there's a hidden claptrap over there, like a secret out of bounds claptrap. That you
Hey
can't-
guys, welcome to my tutorial page. Why do it always
I don't
turns
know.
into that?
Hey guys.
It's just that sort of nice, softly spoken, sounds like a nice person.
Yeah. Hey guys.
But he's trapped in a room with bottles of his own piss.
Yes, absolutely.
That's not, she says, that's Alan Tutorial.
Well, we don't know that for
Well,
sure.
no, we don't.
We don't know that for sure. There's no way to know.
Vegan sausage.
Yeah, vegan sausage roll. That's what we were talking about. No, it was absolutely, it was lovely. It was fine. You know, it was a sausage roll. I've definitely had sausage rolls with with more meat content in that probably. I'm getting all confused in the way I'm trying to say it. The joke is, Peter. Let me explain what the joke is.
Oh, I understand.
Is that I've had sausage rolls that are so bad that they might as well be vegan for the amount of meat that's in them.
Yeah, there was more meat in your vegan sausage.
Right, exactly. Then there we go.
Than probably in, the actual meat sausage rolls at Greg's.
We got there.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, does cartilage count as vegan?
Probably
No,
not.
I don't think it does.
Definitely an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like it was. I like the little lattice on top that you don't get with the regular meat one.
Well,
Added some extra crunch.
well,
Well,
what you may not be aware of, and this was our problem, is we ordered these two sausage rolls, is shove them in the same bag, and then we got given them. She was like, "Oh, which one's which?" Did you know? And I did know this, and I noted it before we left the shop because I knew that was what was going to happen. The lattice on any sausage roll or pastry
yeah.
in Greg's is done differently depending on the filling.
Really?
You have to keep an eye out for that next time you're in
No,
Greg's.
that makes sense, doesn't it?
There's
Think
like-
about all the different slices they do. They all have a different pattern on them.
Yeah, there's like a diagonal one and like a chevron one, straight lines, vertical, horizontal. Chevron. Please keep two chevrons apart.
Two chevrons apart.
So
His
you can
Scooter,
always
by the
tell.
way. This is Scooter.
Oh yeah.
If you interact. There he is. There's Mikey.
Ah. Are we making a
You're making a car.
car?
You're digistructing a car.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
Oh my god.
There we go. Have fun driving it. It's Halo controls.
I quite like Halo controls for driving.
There we go.
Oops, he says.
Can't say I'm a fan of Greg's. Never understood the hype. I wouldn't say it's the hype necessarily about Greg's. It's just like a chain of bakeries in the same way that Subway is. Like it's sometimes you fancy a baked treat rather than a sandwich or a burger.
And when you live in Newcastle,
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
they're everywhere.
There's
so
a 24-hour one with actual bouncers outside. I went to it. That's
Yeah.
the one I went to.
I saw that bouncer once at 2 a.m. chase someone down the street.
For not paying for a sausage
Well, I
roll.
imagine someone hadn't paid for their sausage roll.
L1 is boost.
Oh.
Oh, ooh. Okay, we're fine.
Broken game. Never playing it again.
God damn it, Pat. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, like it seems like a silly thing that they have a bouncer at the 24-hour Greg's, but I did actually see him chase someone once. On the other hand, it probably is silly because the amount you have to pay the bouncer to be there. I mean, what are the odds that someone's going to steal an 80p sausage roll often enough
It's quite low, isn't it?
to make the to make it worth its while? And also, if someone steals the sausage roll because they don't have any money, if you recover that sausage roll and you're like, pay for that, and they're like, well, I literally don't have any money, what are they going to do? Stick it back under the grill and like feed it to someone?
Well, they oven cook them. They're all frozen when they come in.
Splat. Yeah, but they're not going to. So if they've cooked one up and served it to someone and they've run off without paying, they're not then going to take it back out of the bag and put it back in the stock, are they?
That's a good point. I mean, they don't cook them up fresh for people, obviously.
No,
like
but
it would just go back in the.
No, but would it? Is my question.
No.
It's been out of
I,
the.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like it's just. I suppose once it goes into a paper bag,
Yeah.
that's kind of it. But I mean, those paper bags are meant to not be,
Yeah,
unhygienic.
but I guess the point is you don't know if he's quickly just shoved it down his pants for a minute while he's been running down the road.
Right, I think you might be able to tell. I mean, if it's left the shop, it's probably a safe bet that no, you don't want to use that one.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But like, if they're at the counter,
Yeah, if they're at the counter and they go and you say, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I forgot my card," then you know, they probably would just like put it back under the heat lamp. Anyway, this
is Greg's chat. Welcome
to Greg's chat.
Team Greg jump. Stand still.
Okay.
Jumps immediately. Here we go.
Oh,
I left you behind. Well, we tried.
Now in glorious 4K.
Zoom.
I love it.
Secret escapes. Shh. I'll kill your family. Don't tell anyone. It's a very secret escape. Shut up. Shh.
What?
Secret escapes.
I don't know what that is.
It's an advert.
Is it?
Yeah, secret escapes.
Secret?
Shh. Secret. Stop.
Oh, is it for like the holiday thing?
Never talk about secret escapes. Shh. To kill your family. I will murder you. I will come and find you if you tell anyone. A secret escape. I know where you live. It's a secret escape. Shut up. We're outside right now. Shh. Secret escapes. Watching your every move. I'll kill your family. Secret escapes. It's called secret escapes. Oh, storage deck upgrade. You received a storage deck upgrade.
Claptrap.
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 Hello, I'm Claptrap.
Hello.
It's me, Claptrap.
But when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
You'll be happy I'm here. Greg's redacted. Okay.
Sledge is a bad man who has done
Okay, so this is one of the things that they've added according to Pat. This new overlay for
Yeah.
Angel. So she was the one at the conference as well that you will have seen, Peter, for the
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 reveal. The lady they brought out who didn't say anything but sort of like just moved her eyebrows at
Yeah.
the camera while there was voiceover.
I remember.
She's sort of like an omnipresent being in 1 and 2 who sort of guides you through.
And was it the same lady, the same actress?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
She's got
Is
telekinesis.
she?
Yeah, that's how she's speaking.
No,
to
that's
you.
not. No, that's telepathy.
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 Well, she might have telekinesis as well.
Well, she might do, but you can't just say she's got
Look,
telekinesis.
I'm calling it
She's-
what I want. I'm
she's
calling
speaking-
it what I want. You can get your own car.
Oh. Okay.
It really sounds like a sickly car.
It sounds like a master kind of car.
Master,
Master.
who would like some cheese? Me.
Me.
Who's a good car? Who's a good car? Petrol.
Petrol.
Me.
I need more petrol. Running low, master.
Me. Will you ever put writing about game articles on your web? What?
What?
Will you ever put writing articles about game on your website?
Well, yes, but I wouldn't. I don't suggest that you apply to be a writer. If you're,
Oh, come on.
It's a gentle jibe. That's all.
Gentle jibant.
It's just if that's how the question. Can you read that question again?
Will you ever put writing articles about game on your website? So,
Writing.
I think that means, you know, are we gonna have a written portion of our website? I don't know. That's not our call, really. That would be the call of the business.
That would be the Call of Duty. I think.
Call of Duty.
I think Adam said way back that it was an option. I don't know if he's still thinking that since he's
could be.
employed us and thinks
I mean,
they're not up to it.
We've got an awful lot of scripts written, haven't we?
Yeah.
Although the Cultaholic guys don't, as far as I can tell, put their top 10 lists as article form, do they? On the website. I think it's just
I don't think
news.
so.
I think it's mainly news that they post there.
Yeah.
So unlikely while we still have a small team, but it could happen eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe, but we'd need someone obviously to run that because this is very much a video operation currently.
Oh, this. I didn't realise you can shoot from the driver's seat.
Yeah. R2, when I'm not in the passenger seat, you have R2 and L2 to fire. But I'm going to get in the passenger seat now. There we go. And if you run people over, they just die.
Yeah, I know
basically.
it is.
Splat. Oh, he's gone.
Splat the cat.
Get him! Get him! 25 XP. Don't want to brag, but
Yeah.
that's more than 24, isn't it?
That's a lot more than. Well, no, it's one more than 24.
Do you want to head to the...
Yeah, I'll go towards the right direction.
You can do it.
One direction.
One Direction. Best drive ever. Who's being a good car?
Me.
Me.
Oh, is it up this
there it is.
thing?
I'll hop out. You can drop me off.
Hop
Ooh,
out.
ooh, stay there.
I'll de-skag.
Okay, we're good. There's one. Oh! Quick scope. Run him over.
Can't when he's on me.
They're all over me. Oh, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does send them flying. So.
Here we are.
They do list articles sometimes. Ah, okay, I see. I know Ross is a madman and stays in the office until ridiculous o'clock every night writing news
I
articles.
think he's like a teacher. I think he lives here.
He never goes home. He's not here in the morning though. We're usually the first to arrive in the morning. He's not there. So maybe he just sleeps in the toilet. And that's why we don't see him.
Maybe at 9 AM he nips out for a breakfast at Greg's. But he does actually live here forever.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh my god, that just
Sorry,
knocked me.
that's fine. It was intentional.
Knocked me for smicks.
Will you hiring new writers? We still need your sense of humour in all the videos.
Will you hire a new writer?
Oh no!
Oh.
There's been a fall. Where is everyone? There's
the
one.
vehicle blower.
Oh, I got it.
Good for you.
No scoped. You're shooting the one I killed. Yeah, basically. I
No,
think.
that's with you hiring new writers.
Oh no, it's my bad.
Yeah, not will you hiring new writers.
I'm so sorry. Will we still see your sense of? Yeah, absolutely. The
Oh,
thing
I
is,
see.
like, that we've hired people who sort of emulate, not even emulate. Like they're funny, good people who write good articles, and while we read them largely verbatim, we will go through them first and make sure that they are, things that we would say and stuff like that.
Yeah, and sometimes we sprinkle in
Our
extra
own
little
jokes and stuff like that. Yeah,
little
so
nuggets, new gays.
absolutely. The first of those lists, actually, that's been written by an outsider,
Ew.
goes out tonight. It is a
Does
list. Yeah, it's a list about 10 video game heroes we need to defeat Thanos.
You need to do a secret code word then.
Oh yes.
For the
right,
comments.
isn't it? Oh god, what's a good one?
Uh,
Macaroni.
Keep me.
Oh, sorry.
Macaroni.
Macaroni.
Me. I was saying me.
Me.
That could be the word.
Okay.
Macaroni though is good. Macaroni.
Macaroni. There we go. That's what you guys need to comment. Macaroni.
I don't even know how to spell macaroni on its own. How many C's and
Ooh.
R's does it have? Are you?
I'm
okay?
fine. I exploded and killed someone, but it's all okay. There's a leg here.
Oh.
There's a leg.
Stick it in the limb bin.
The limb bin. Did you see someone commented saying they're a nurse and they can very much confirm the existence of the limb bin.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, nurse.
Limb bin.
Limb bin.
Limb bin skit.
Very good. The limbing system. Oh, look at you can see the text on the
Oh,
screen.
see, look at that. Unreal.
I did actually want to ask him what the process is with remastering. Like,
Remaster?
Remaster. Do they get someone to do they just redo each texture? I suppose they just have to. You can't just give a computer some old stuff and then be like, just do it.
It depends on the game, I'd imagine. Yeah, this would have been interesting. I'm not okay. It depends on. I'm gonna die. It depends on the. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. See, I died. It depends on the game, I would imagine. But with games like this, relatively, I would imagine their assets were quite high res, but the games just. The game's consoles at the time just couldn't support.
Right,
them
yeah,
or
that's
couldn't
probably
run
the
them.
case. It's like when they bring out HD Blu-ray versions of films that came out, 10, 20, 30 years ago. It's because, when you've got film, you can, when it's on physical film, you can do it like that. If you record things digitally, I think it's less the case. Like if you capture at 1080, which I'm sure they don't when they're filming a movie, but you know what I mean, then you can't suddenly make it Blu-ray quality. But
Well, you heard Pat's sly jab there at the quality of the footage that was used for Angel.
oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, some things clearly had to be done again, but largely I'd like to think the art and stuff is intact. There's so much of it. Look at it. Look at all the rocks. So many rocks. They crank the beauty filter to 11, and that's it.
Oh, that's how they do it, is it?
That's how they do it.
Do they just upload the game to Instagram and add Sierra on it? Or
No,
whatever?
they add the what's it called?
The cell shading.
The cell shading filter.
Yeah, cartoony Graphics. Yeah.
Graphics.
Cartoony graphics.
Cartoon graphics.
Graphics. Missions. How do you complete... Which game was it? Do you remember?
Oh, how do you complete missions?
How do you complete something without completing the missions?
Oh god, I don't know. I can't remember now.
I think it was like Miami Vice or something. Me. Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. Zoo. Oh! Ah!
Biff.
Biff kapow.
Yeah.
What a really... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's stuck. Would you mind... No, there we go.
He's wegged it.
Sorry?
Wegged.
He's wegged
Wegged.
it. Wegged it.
Wegged.
Wegged it.
Wegged.
Hey,
Yeah.
where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that? Ah, stuck again. Can you hop
I don't
in?
know why. Are you? Is there a man in here? No.
No, man.
No man.
We did it.
No man's land.
No man's...
No man's sky.
How can you... What does that say? How
now
can you not...
you cannot get in them ink because
The mine, because Sledge... I
keys.
have keys. Love Sledge. The keys. Excellent. Turn it in there. God, so many missions.
Missions.
I love you, Michelle and Kit. Good job, Michelle and Kit. Someone's playing Fortnite with my PSN account while at school. What? How does that even happen?
I thought you meant yours.
Are you at school currently? Twitch viewer? And have you noticed that they're playing? Or are you not at school and they're at school and they're playing Fortnite at school?
Yeah. Can you reword that sentence for extra clarity, or add some Oxford commas or something? Don't know if that would help.
It gives a
I'm not sure who the
Oxford
subject and
comma.
object of the sentence is there. Who's at school? No, you're not.
Me. Thank you for the bit, Cecil Prumps.
Cecil.
Got invite notifications on my phone. Oh, I see.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So someone's just spamming you. See, when people... That was a really good way for me to trim out my friends list, actually, and I legitimately did that.
What?
Is when I would get unsolicited Fortnite invites. A game that I have played twice, 2 years ago. I just unfriend that person because it's like...
Because they
Firstly,
don't know anything about
yeah,
you.
leave me alone. Secondly, if you're going to be on my friends list, just be quiet and watch. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I just want to play games. God, I've got no good weapons apart from this sniper. That's a good shield.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
you should have held square. You
Oh,
would
yeah,
have put it right on.
you're right.
Oh, don't worry, you're still learning. It's
Oh,
okay.
I just threw a grenade.
Oh, jeez. Jesus. Oh!
He's still learning. Throws.
Drops a grenade at his feet. Oh! Oh, there's a lot of boys.
Oh
I
my lord.
Died and got a second wind in one go. Get him.
That should have been the subtitle of Sekiro. Sekiro, second wind.
Oh, I thought you meant Sekiro. Get him.
Get him.
I'm doing 2 damage to this boy.
Yeah, I've got a little burst fire stupid thing.
He's got a grenade on his head though, but it didn't do
Shoots.
a jot of damage.
Giotto damage. Oh my lordy lord. A bird of sorts.
Help me, master!
I'm a bit scared to approach.
Oh, I just flew away.
Help him in a tube. I'm in a horror. Oh.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that! No! Anyway, I'll see you later, Peter.
Yeah,
Fun.
see ya.
It's 2 dangaroos.
I agree. Save yourself.
2 dangaroos.
Save your sin. I don't even know if I'm still aiming at one. It's too dark.
It's too... Oh, now he's run away. Look, he pushed me behind a pole where I can't hit him. And then he ran away. Right! That's the end of the stream. Everybody go away!
Oh, we both need to stretch after that.
Ah, so much Borderlands.
Yeah.
Oh. Crikey, O'Reillylables.
TP being a real grammar Nazi today, why am I not surprised? Hey, look, They wouldn't let me on BAFTA, so
No, well, you're the whole reason we're not invited back.
Yeah.
Exclusively the whole reason.
Cecil Prumps offers some advice to that Fortnite player. Change your password. Okay.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
Or find better friends.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed a bit of dev chat.
Hope
and
you learned some things too.
Hope you learned some stuff. Hope you like this game. It's now available on all the usual outlets, I imagine, for buying
PlayStation
games.
4, Xbox One, and personal computer.
Well, yeah, I meant digitally or I guess physically. It's
I think it has a limited physical release, but digitally, it's very cheap. I think it's like 20-something quid.
Is it?
Thereabouts, yeah, it's absolutely worth getting if you have any interest in playing the upcoming and sure to be wonderful Borderlands 3.
BL3.
The Handsome Collection is super cheap as well, and that has Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel in it, which is set between 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, lovely games. Thank you very much again to Mikey Neumann, the writer, among many, many other roles on Borderlands 1, and also Patrick Fenn for basically organising this whole thing in the first place.
It's his idea, pretty much.
And he was the lead producer on this remaster and the Ultra HD upgrade for the Handsome Collection that's just come out. So thank you very much, boys. Thank you. Video coming out tonight in about an hour.
Yeah. It's the list.
Thanos list. Let us know what you think. Post about macaroni and cheese and me and all that kind of stuff. Me. And we'll see you soon. There may be another stream this week. There might not be, but we'll let you know.
Okay.
We'll let you know. Depends if we have time.
And there may be a slightly reduced list. Well, general output potentially because I'm away now Wednesday to Monday. And Ben had a bit of time last week due to being an unfit boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bit of a deficit in terms of what we've captured and what needs editing and all that kind of stuff. But there'll certainly be a gentle drip feed, if nothing else. There'll be no large gaps. No.
Apart from that one.
Yeah.
And someone just posted, who can defeat Thanos? Me.
Me.
Peter's moving away again.
Yeah, that's it. The channel is cancelled. It's my fault. I'm moving away. No.
Where are you moving, Peter?
I'm going to the Lake District for a few days to celebrate my birthday.
Peter's birthday is on Wednesday.
Yes, it
if
is.
you would like to wish him happy birthday on Twitter.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Only
Is it on
if you want
Wednesday?
to, though.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's what your girlfriend said.
Okay.
I'm assuming it is.
And her birthday is 5 days later, which is why we're going away together for a joint birthday getaway.
Beautiful.
We'll be dabbing like this.
Now we just look like animes.
Yeah.